for the British response. Like we've said, Boston seems to be too much of a quagmire, and like they said in the video, a stalemate. So attention is being pushed towards the victory conditions from capturing Quebec and Montreal. Might have been something we should have did earlier, but we're on it now. Another thing the British were trying to do is maybe capture a bunch of these spots and take in New England. But the race is on. One thing we got to remember, though, and we might have been forgetting, whenever these two markers are in the same spot, you got to roll for initiative after each turn, not just initiative here, and then back and forth. You got to roll for initiative. We might have been skipping that, but it's still early in the game. All right, this will be the last roll for the late spring or late summer, 1775, going into the fall. So we'll see what we can get done before then. Meanwhile, old Howe is going to be leaving, going after him out of Boston. And he's going to be rolling to activate with a 4 or less. For a 4 or less, gets a 4. He can move all his full complement. So he's going to head on out. We got to leave at least 4 in there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strength points we could head out with. Let me see. If we leave 4 in there, it's 8. How many does he have? 6, 7, 8, 9. It's a 2 to 1. We might want to leave another one in there. 5 straight points. That means he needs 10 to get a 2 to 1 for Boston. Let's see here. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it's all he's got, so we'll have to leave him behind. That means Howe will be leaving with 4 strength points. He moves his full complement of 4, and he moves into Portsmouth with old Schneider. There's Schuyler. Schuyler needs to move out, so we'll see if he can retreat. We'll be right back. All right, well, Schuyler can retreat, but we got to keep in mind that Arnold can only command 2 strength points. So he's good now with his 2, but earlier, when he was at Norwich, he could only move out with 2. So he left 1 at Norwich. He's good. But old Schuyler is going to move back here to Charlestown. All right. So that's 1 movement point for Howe. He'll take another 2 here and go to Charlestown. Schuyler will retreat back to Norwich. So let me see here. It's 1, 2. He can move his full 4. 1, 2, 3. I guess I'll have to battle Schuyler at Norwich. And Norwich is a key spot. That's his line of communications. So there you go. Moving on out. Yeah. Schuyler will take charge of those troops and make a stand there, I guess. Or should we retreat? No, we got to make a stand there. So 1, 2, 3 puts Howe in Norwich. And we will move that. Replace it with a battle marker. And there you go. A little battle there at Norwich. We got to hold on to that spot because it's a key spot. We'll be right back. All right, on second thought, look at this attack and the strength points. Schuyler is going to move back and retreat. So he will have to, I think, roll for his... although, no, it's a key space. A key space you can always retreat. So go ahead and retreat him back into Northumberland with Arnold. But there he'll pick up another 2 strike points and a better general for the fight, although Schuyler outranks him, so he'll have to take charge. But there you go. That's what happened there. We'll see if Howe can move any more. He gets his full complement of 4, and if there will be a battle at Northumberland. So let's see here. He came out of Boston. 1, 2, 3, 4. He can make it there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there you go. Can't move now, boys. So there you go. We will. Now, when he moves, I want to make this Also, hold on a second. All right, I want to make sure we did this time. You can drop off garrison markers to consolidate your line of communication route at no cost. Anytime a British player moves, you can drop off a garrison marker, and that's not losing strength points. He doesn't. That doesn't come from its total strength points. There are just a few units left there to administer and patrol. But we were here at Northumberland for a big battle. And here you go, old Snyder, or Schuyler, is at it. Now, these strength points are too many for Arnold to command, so he can't move with all these, so Schuyler with his 2 stars can move them all. Meanwhile, old Howe can command up to 20, I think. All right, let me get the tail of the tape numbers down and get ready for this battle. All right, tail of the tape is as follows. 4 strength points going against 3 with a dreaded 1 to 2 attack. Oh, I believe that's all he could do until old Dunbar comes up from Morrison or Morristown. So we'll see how it goes here. Diral modifiers. Howe gets a +3 for being a general. Going at a bad odds attack gets -1, so he'll be rolling on the standard table with a +2. Colonial's also rolling on a standard table with 3 strength points. Schuyler will get a +1 for his leadership. Will also get a +1 for good odds attack that they're attacking. This should be like this. I'm sorry. 2, 2, 1. There you go. He gets the modifier for a 2 to 1 attack, so he's rolling with a +2. Both of them rolling in the battle box with a +2 Diral modifier on a standard combat table. High rolls all around. Looking for. Ooh. Oh, looks like a British Trump. Or British Trounce, rather. All right, British are going with 12, 13, 14. And the Colonials are answering 5, 6, 7. All right. Oh, doing this with one hand. 14 under this table is a 2 with the asterisk. So he's nailing 2 strength points from the Colonials. Colonials answering back with a 7 under 3. That's just a 1. So the British will win the battle. We will suffer 1 step loss, and he will suffer. Oh, no. We will suffer 2 step losses, and the British will suffer 1. But the Colonials will have to retreat 1 hex. We'll be right back. All right, there's a costly battle. Losing 2 strength points and sending the Colonials back to Halifax. There you go. Kind of straightened that mess on up. He came straight out of Boston, kicked ass and took names. We were ready to roll for the next initiative. There you go. We got to remember to do that each time. That's an important part of the game. So we're rolling now for the all-important initiative for the next action pulse. Or it's a tie. I think it's British get the turn, or whoever had it last. We'll find out real quick. Coming down here to rule 20.4. In the sequence of play, if both players roll a tie for the initiative, each player draws 1 action card from the action deck. We'll do that here. Do that here. Now, hope. Let's see. Each drawn a flag. See if he drew. Oh, they both drew different flags from each other. Okay, we got a new procedure we got to do here. We'll be right back. Well, I don't really know what this has to do with the game, but what are we doing here? How do we get into this action card deal? We had a tie. That's right. Okay. So we had a tie, and it says a player can never hold more than 3 cards in his hand. However, circumstances can occur in the game which a player is required to draw another card, such as a tie. There's a roll for initiative. In such case, a player draws a new card, but then must discard 1 card of his choice. It can be the one he just drew, so he can't have more than 3 cards. So anyway, we're restocking the pile here now. If a player It draws a card displaying enemy flag. You must immediately offer it to his opponent who can accept it or reject it. Well, they both drew each other's cards, so they both accepted it. The opponent accepts his card. He already has 3 cards in his hand. He must discard 1 card. If the opponent rejects the card, even if the card has a circle R, it is placed in a discard pile, where it may reappear after the shuffle. Okay, we're fine. Okay, now, the player who drew the first card draws another from the draw deck. The procedure is repeated possibly many times until each player has 3 cards displaying the flag of his side or no flag. Oh. All right, well, that's what we're going to do. He's got 3 cards, so he can't do anymore. So the person who drew the first card was the American. So he'll draw 1. He gets a flag. He can't take it. He's got to reject 1. So let me see here which one we reject. Oh, shoot. We'll reject this one. We'll keep these. So this goes into the draw pile for the next time. There we go. Oh, let me get this right. I'll be right back. I got my decks mixed up. These are decks that don't go into the, these are cards that don't go into the deck till 1776. We redrew. The Americans, or the Colonials, drew their card with their flag on it, so they'll keep that. That's your 3 limit. This card's got both flags on it, so they'll keep that. All right, now we'll draw again. The Colonials first. And here we go, an extended march. Now I got to get rid of a card. So I can only have 3. British Peter is moved 1 to the left. Oh, we'll take that. So we'll get rid of the extended march card. We'll put that in the discard pile. There you go. Alright. Now for a second draw for the British. Alright, he'll keep that card. Now for the, what do you call it? Colonials. Extended march. I think we want to get rid of that one, so that'll go back into this card. Now for the 3rd card for the British. And here you go, they'll keep that card. So they all got 3 cards. I guess that's a way to restock the cards now. That gives you a chance to restock the cards. Okay, so whoever had the initiative last turn gets the initiative this turn. So it'll be back to the Colonials for the last impulse of the late summer of 1775 going into the fall. We'll be right back. All right then, the Colonials with their last action impulse in this action cycle. What will they do? They get to take the old disruption marker off and find out how to renew our capture of Quebec and Montreal. Well, Howe got out of Boston awfully quick and put a cog in our works. We only have 1 strength point left, so that pretty well knocked that offensive out. The only thing we got left to do is to move Washington with his 9 strength points on out. Better bring on a general, but I don't see no place to put him. Oh, let me see what we're going to do here. We'll be right back. All right then, massive loss in that battle at Norwich, or rather, Northumberland. The only thing to do now is to activate Washington out of Worcester. He's going to leave 2 strength points behind to occupy this fortress and magazine. So he's going to take 6, 7 with him. He had 9 total, and he's going to roll 1 blue die for activation, 6 or less. I think he gets it. Looks like a 1 to me, or a 2. He'll be able to move his full 4. But which way does he go? Oh. We'll try and find out his path out of Worcester. Quickest way and the best way to get up in the action. We'll be right back. Washington moved out of Worcester, leaving 2 for garrison. Moving on up, and we have to garrison those spots. We finally came up upon a garrison in Charlestown. So there you go. We got a battle going on here. The garrison will be rolling on the less than 1 table on the Petite Garry. We'll be right back. So it's 5 strength points. Let's do this here now. Leader value. We might as well get a tail of the tape going. We'll be right back. All right, well, here you go. Now, before we can even roll, you come over here to this table here for the garrison. And it says here 1 to 4 odds is automatic retreat. So the garrison will get the heck out of there and head over here to Norwich. I don't know if you can have 2 garrisons on a spot or what, but I think that'll be it for Washington's movement. I think he can only get up to Charlestown with 5. So let's see here real quick. He left Worcester, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, he can get up to Norwich. So we're going to have to lose another one for garrison. Be right back. All right then, the garrison counters all boogied along to Northumberland with Howe. And there it is. That's the extent of Washington's impulse. When we come back, the last impulse for the late summer in 1775, it'll be the British turn. Moved around impulse, and then we'll go to the new cycle. Check out reinforcements. I don't think there's any reinforcements for the for either side in the fall. Yeah, right here and right here. So we'll be jumping right into it. We've got to take a dog walking break because he has been such a good boy all day. Now we do have cards too. We'll just look at them since this is a solo game. We have a good card here that we just picked up, and that moves the political will for the British even more to the left. We won't play that yet. It might be a trump card to end the game here real quick. Let's look at the British side. Oh, they got an extended march, a battle card, and stolen secrets. I have no idea. Battle resolution. The enemy has a -2 modifier. We couldn't have played that during our garrison battle because those garrison battles are pretty, well, they just got the heck out of there, but that is a good card to have in store. We got an extended march and a battle card too. So for real battles coming on up. So that's a good thing to have. We just got restocked with the tie on the initiative die roll. All right, no initiative die roll here because it is the British impulse. We'll be back and see what they want to do. There was a stalemate in Boston. The colonials made a mad dash for the political will and victory markers of Quebec and Montreal. That was with old Schuyler and Arnold. Howe went after him out of Boston, kicked ass and took names and had a battle. Schuyler had to retreat back here to Fort Halifax. Next up was Washington's turn since there was nobody left. And he's headed on up there and he has met Howe. So the attention is drawn away to north of Boston. Outside of these little areas here, we'll have us a battle to find out who can go up and get the spoils. Can the British hold off? We'll see. It'll be interesting. We'll be right back when we're done walking a dog. All right, getting kind of long. Get up and call it a video, but before we do, Howe gonna roll for activation with a 4. So he needs a 4 or less to get his full movements. Gets a 1. All right, there you go. He gets his full movement of 4. What he will do is leave 1 strength point behind and spend 2 strength points for a... All right, so Howe with his 4. His boys dig some trenches. We got a garrison there, and he left 1 strength point. There you go, at Northumberland. Meanwhile, with this other 2, he took that trail and moved to St. John. He's got 2 strength points left in a fortress with a garrison. So that is the scope of things at the end of the late spring. We're going to move this back, or rather up to the fall. Take away the initiatives. Everybody goes back up to 4. And we got 4 action pulses left in 1775. Not much going on. Strength points are few and far between. So there you go. This is the looks of it right here. There will be no reinforcements coming up, but we will be able to move our generals around, so we'll do that. We'll see what's up, and we'll be right back.